Hello everyone, this is Kamran and welcome back to HTML tutorial series. So in this last video we have talked about a block and inline elements. In this video we are going to talk how to style an element. As till now we are adding raw elements to the HTML file. So how can we add styling to it, like stylings like color, size or width, height or whatever we want to add. How are we going to add it? So for that we are going to use CSS. So first we are going to add CSS by simply adding an inline CSS, which is the simplest form of CSS. So to play around CSS, first we are going to clean up this code and I'm going to remove all other apart from this div 1. And instead of div 1 we are going to write playground of CSS. So now what we are going to do is to add some color to this text. For that we are going to add a style attribute to this div element. So here we have to add color to this text. So we will add color, and whatever color you want to add you can simply put that color here. So for now I am going to use blue and going to save it. So once you open this web browser you are going to refresh and you can see that the text of this color has been changed. I will zoom it little bit so that you can see it clearly. So the text of the color is converted into blue. So this is how you add a styling to an element. Now we will add few more properties to this style and we will see how that comes to the browser. So now we have added this color to the text. Now we are going to add some background color for this. So background color, and that we will keep as black. So in CSS you can simply put the name of the color, or you have to put a precise hex of a color. The hex code for the color black is 000. So you can see we have this black color over here. So once I go to the browser and refresh it, I will see the black color of the background. So instead of black you can try another color. So background I will convert to red and the color I will convert to white. Here you can see that the background and the text color also is changed now. Similarly, you can put height and the width of this div. So height you can put whatever you want. Like say I'm going to put it 200 pixels. So pixel is the unit of length in this HTML file. There are different units as well, which we are going to discuss in detail in some another video. So I'm going to put this height 200 pixels and width also I'm going to add as 200 pixels. So that will make this div a square of 200 height and 200 width. Let's go to browser and see the output. So here you can see a square of width 200 pixels and a height of 200 pixels. Similarly, you can add multiple styling to add element. So another way to add CSS to an element or an HTML file, which is the more cleaner way to do that, is to add a CSS file and then link that CSS file to this HTML file. Let's create a new CSS file and try to link that into this HTML file. So I have created this new file. I will name it as style.css. So instead of passing all the CSS inline, we are going to remove everything from here and we are going to put this into the CSS file. So now how to map this CSS to this particular element? So for that we are going to use class. So class is nothing, just a name by which you are going to call your element. So here I'm going to say that this is my div. So here you can pass anything, any name you want to give it to this. And then you have to use this name in the CSS file to map it to the CSS. So you have to write dot name of the class and curly braces and open that curly braces, and inside this curly braces you have to pass all your CSS. Now save it and also save this file. Now we have created a class and we have attached CSS to this class. Only one step is remaining. Now we have to link this style.css file to this HTML file. So for that we are going to use link tag, because we have to link this CSS file to this HTML file. So in this you have to pass href, and inside that we have to pass the path of the CSS file. Another main attribute which we have to pass is rel, and rel you have to pass what kind of file is this. So here we have this style sheet. So this will be our style sheet file. So now HTML is linked with this CSS file. So on the browser now you can see that the style is still there, even we have removed it from that file and put it in the some other CSS file. Let's change something in the CSS file and see the changes on the browser. So instead of red, we are going to make the background as green. So here once I refresh, the background is converted into green. So I hope you get the idea about how to implement a style to an HTML element. There are lots of styles you can add to an HTML file that we will be learning step by step in upcoming videos. Now I would like to request you to like the video, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do subscribe it. Happy learning and coding everyone. See you in the next video.